Morning, everybody. This is Gary K at Rave Pubs, and I'm excited to be joined today with Sean Matthews of Visix. He's the president of Visix, and he is Visix. In case you don't know, is one of those companies out there that's building media players and some other really cool products for the digital signage industry. But they're targeted to help Pro AV companies get into digital signage. Am I right?
That is correct, sir. Our number one focus is the AV channel.
And that's different because most of the other media player companies out there started from the IT side of the market or started targeting the sort of advertising and IT segment. And you've really sort of cultivated a relationship of trying to get people in the industry who aren't already there, like the AV industry.
Yeah, what we see for us, the AV channel is being a natural extension of us, simply because they're already in the business, particularly in institutional environments. They're already in the business of installing displays, infrastructure, signal flow diagrams, and services, and all the things associated with the broader deployment. And ours is just obviously a piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, and I mean, Infocom's always a big show for you, and ISE in Europe's a big show, but the Digital Signage Expo is sort of the big show for you because it's focused completely on digital signage, correct?
That is correct. Yeah, that's the one place where we can get all of the people that are most interested in digital signage in a single venue.
And you and I have both been trying to get the Pro AV integrator channel into digital signage, and it's great that Infocom has started the digital signage section of their show. But the Digital Signage Expo is one show that they should all attend. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%. Because not only will they see us, but they'll see our competitors, and it'll give them a better flavor for what's really going on in the market space versus the diluted flavor that you may see at other shows.
Yeah, and so what we've done is we've set up a portal for people who can't go to the show, which is ravenowdse.com, for those people who can't go to the show, so that they can learn about what's going on at the DSE show and convince them to spend a little bit more time at the digital signage, within the digital signage section of Infocom. And in the case of Visix, all right, so you build media players, which allow content to be taken through the network and played on any sort of display technology, and your media players are Windows-based, is that correct, Sean?
That's correct. Yeah, our product runs on embedded Windows and/or the full retail version of Windows.
So what's cool about that is somebody could build a PowerPoint presentation, can take virtually any kind of graphics that's compatible with Windows, or even use your custom software to create a file or a set of files or images or even animation and video, and integrate it all together into one screen and send it to multiple screens simultaneously through the network.
That is correct, yeah. And you touched on something that's very important, particularly in institutional communications, where most AV integrators are currently working. The PowerPoint deal is extremely important to those communicators. It's the most popular communication platform. And so being on a Windows environment, of course, that makes the native playback of PowerPoint virtually seamless compared to some sort of conversion platform. And there are a lot of those out there.
Right, because there's a lot of media players that will just play a graphic file of some type, but they're not actually able to integrate well with the other places that those files might be, so you have to sort of learn how to build something from scratch, whereas in your case, you could, in fact, use PowerPoint or any other sort of Windows-based program, right, graphics package.
Yep, that's correct. And again, PowerPoint, I hate to say it, much to the chagrin of the digital signage, PowerPoint is an extremely popular communication platform in the institutional environment.
Right. Now, my favorite product of yours happens to not be the media players. I'm excited that you do have them, of course, because it's good for the AV channel to understand how to get into digital signage. But my personal favorite are your room signs. Tell us a little bit about those, because I think a lot of people who are watching this probably don't even know what it is.
Yeah, so the room sign concept has been around for quite some time, and there's some guys that make proprietary units specifically for conference rooms and classrooms. But our product is a little bit different. First of all, it's power over Ethernet, which reduces the deployment costs dramatically. You don't have to worry about fire codes and back boxes and all those kind of things. In your state, North Carolina, fire codes are an extremely important piece of the puzzle. And as soon as you cut a hole in the wall, it becomes a real problem. So the PoE component of ours is very, very cool. But beyond that, not only is it a meeting manager application, it is also a digital sign. So the media management or the room management component of it is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's fully interactive, so you can include wayfinding at the room. So you want to know where the restroom is, the restaurant, the break room, whatever. You can build all of those things into this one unit.
So outside, and I've seen this myself, the way I've seen it is outside the room, it can have a big sign that says available or it's booked. And in addition to that, you can schedule a meeting that you want to have in that room. See who's in the meeting that's in there now. It's connected. It's integrated with Outlook and Exchange, so it's capable of being connected to anybody who has access to it. But what's cool about it is I've seen applications where it's been designed where there's sort of an ad playing on the outside, and when you go up and touch it, then it'll change to sort of a wayfinding system, or even a system that's just telling you what's going on in the room at the time. So you get sort of 3 for the price of 1 as far as that goes, because you're taking something that's sitting there and using it as an ad revenue opportunity as well.
Yeah, so not only is it an ad revenue opportunity, but in the case of, let's say, an emergency, a fire drill, then the sign becomes an additional wayfinding tool that's outwardly pointing the direction to how to get to the exit, don't use the elevator, that kind of stuff. So it serves a whole range of purposes, much more than just, hey, the room is available or it's not.
Now, because I have a relationship with you, you've told me a little bit of information about a new version that you're coming out with, and I'm not sure you're ready to introduce it yet here on this Skype call, but would you be willing to say anything, or do you want to just launch it totally at the DSE show?
Well, I would rather you see it at the DSE show, so we're adding some new elements to it, but, it certainly adds a little intrigue, but, we want to keep our competition, of course, a little bit off kilter, and, we'll have it out at the show.
Well, I'll tell you, it's definitely going to be worth seeing. Aesthetically, it's beautiful, and also, as Sean said, power over Ethernet means you don't have to cut into a wall. You don't have to route the power to it. You're doing it through just a Cat5 cable, and it's a digital sign. But in addition to that, you also make media players and also content management systems, SaaS-based and server-based systems. So I think Visix.com is where they should go to kind of learn some more information and at least see what they have now, and of course be checking them out during the show, because the day before the show opens, we're going to get a sneak peek at these new room signs in addition to the other stuff that Sean's going to show at DSE, and we'll have it all posted on the DSE portal, which is at ravenowdse.com, right?
That's it, sir.
You're still going to give us a sneak peek, right?
We will give you a sneak peek.
All right, so we will have an opportunity to show it to the industry almost 24 hours before the rest of the industry sees it, right?
That is correct.
I'm holding you to that now.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
Okay, and by the way, if God is not a Tar Heel, why is the sky Carolina blue?
Oh, I don't know.
So you don't have a comeback to that, right?
I'd say something about College of Charleston, but we don't.
The sad thing is the last time we played the College of Charleston, we got beat by the College of Charleston. So I'm not happy about that. So anyway, it's a beautiful school, but of course Chapel Hill's way prettier. All right, look, Sean, thank you very much, and I'll look forward to seeing you in about a week and a half at DSE.
All right, sounds good.
All right, take care.